Well, hello, everybody. It's Dr. Hank, and welcome. And this is Health, Wealth, and Success. And we're doing this every week now, Wednesday at noon Central Standard Time. And we're doing this so that we can really help all of us realize what's going on in the world and how we can take advantage of it and how we can have a better life. Before we came down here, we couldn't wait to get to this planet Earth because it has just amazing contrast. It has all the things we want and all the things we don't want. And what has happened though is, and today I'm going to actually share with you the 3 steps, proven steps that are easy, simple, and you'll be able to do it immediately that will help you to more health, wealth, and success. And so you're going to love this time together. I'm going to share those 3 steps initially here, and then we're going to open it up, and we're going to open it up to any questions you have. I will literally, I'll ask for all that is. Good morning, Teresa. And I'm going to, you will see that we'll be able to get the answers that you've been looking for. So think about any questions that you maybe have as I share. There's good news with you, and it's just all good news. And just again, every Wednesday we do this. On Tuesdays, we do it for real estate professionals. We have a mastermind group at noon, and all are welcome for that because really all of these teachings are it's way beyond real estate. It's about life, and it's about for all of us to be able to experience more freedom and more joy in our life. And then tomorrow on Thursdays at noon, we actually do something special just for real estate agents and show them the 5 steps to real estate success. And it has a lot to do primarily with your mindset. And I'm a mental scientist, and I help people to think more about what they want versus what they don't want. But let's get into it a little here, and let's talk about what's been going on. And first of all, I want you to have this mindset and an incredible understanding of knowing that what is currently going on in our lives is just change. And I have a lot of people that have been talking about, oh, like this is so terrible and people are dying and, we have no money and all of those things. And when you think about it, that where does it get us by talking about that, by thinking about that? Well, all of science has shared with us on we create our own experience. So it doesn't matter what's going on out in the world. What matters is what's going on in our head and then in our heart, if you will, as a man thinketh in his heart, so shall he be. And that's where our beliefs are, and also called our subconscious mind. So neuroscience have agreed to this, that microbiologists, molecular biologists, that quantum physicists, literally all the disciplines of science have said there's 3 steps to create our experience. And that first step is our thought, and our all-powerful thought. But we just had Easter last week, and I came up with this, and I just love on how it's just so fun when you fly with your angels, you come up with just these amazing answers, solutions, fun things, like, for all of us, just think about lightening up, if you will. But here's what it is if our thoughts create, and so again, the scientists say that it's our thoughts, and that those thoughts create our energy, which is our emotion, and that energy creates matter, and that's why thoughts become things. And so think about what we've been all thinking about for maybe the last 6 weeks, 2 months, something like that, what have we been thinking about? And so remember, whatever we think about expands. And so basically, I'm going to use an example of eggs. And so let's use this yellow egg. And so let's assume that this yellow egg is when you we're thinking about the things that you enjoy, the things you love, about your just bountiful future, about your magnificent future, about how everything is getting better and better, how your health is getting better, your wealth is getting more, on how your success is increasing. And so let's call that yellow, okay? But then, so let's say you do that first thing in the morning and you think those thoughts. Because see, if thoughts really do create, then where's our stuff, right? You know, we've been asking I've been asking for this yellow egg here, but I don't get that. And here's why: is we've been thinking about this yellow egg, but then we turn on the TV and we get this red egg. It's a bad egg, okay? It's a yicky egg. And that red egg is like us thinking on, oh, there's this virus, and it makes us disempowered. I've talked to a couple of people in the last couple of days that have talked about them being disempowered. And disempowered is about the worst place any of us can ever be. We feel like, oh, this virus is going to get us or something. Nothing's going to get us at all unless we think this red stuff about, oh my gosh, and all these people are dying. That, you know, and if you look at, and I don't want to get into the specifics on it, but when you look at the facts on how many people die, it really is, it's like the flu, okay? People die every year of the flu. But not to get into any of that, because see, if we are thinking about that red, what we're going to do is we're going to attract sickness. We're going to attract other bad feeling thoughts. We're going to be ornery. We're not going to be in good spirits. Okay. So what has happened is we were thinking about yellow, all the things we wanted. And then we started thinking about that ugly, it's an ugly old red egg. And it's those thoughts about what we don't want. And when you mix yellow and red, you get orange. And so you then look at your life and you say, there is no way my thoughts are creating my experience, because I've asked for this yellow stuff. Okay, I've asked for it, and what I've gotten is this. And so we've said, I didn't call forth, I didn't ask for oranges. And the fact is that we did call forth oranges, because we were looking at that red, that yellow, then we were thinking about that red, that stuff we don't want, and we ended up with orange. So today, I'm going to share with you how you can not only get your yellow, but you can get a golden egg. And so where's our stuff? It's this golden egg here, and how you can get it. And there are 3 steps to do it. And so the first step is by good feeling thoughts. Okay. And every week we're going to review these steps, but I'm going to share a little bit different perspective, so you start to realize on what a powerful creator all of us are. We are powerful creators with our thoughts and then our emotions. And our guidance system is our feelings. When we feel good, it means we're thinking like God is thinking. When we feel bad, we are not thinking as God is or the universe is, which means if I have good feeling thoughts, it means I'm thinking as God is thinking about the universe, about how my greater self is thinking about this situation. So I have seen the changes in the world in the last 2 months as marvelous, miraculous things. I've been able to, for example, on Easter, I have 3 sons, and all 3 sons are in different areas of the United States and the eastern coast of the US. And I always just, kind of call them and FaceTime them one at a time. Well, now I Zoom them. And so I was able to invest my Easter with my kids all three of my children, and then their children, their families, and their spouses, and everything. And it was just glorious. There are such wonderful miracles. In fact, right now is a miracle. I have asked for you to have an open mind and open heart and to come and see this and realize on how powerful you are and on the answers on how to get what you want. And so I have turned these lemons, if you will, into lemonade, and so can you. So I'm going to give you right now a way in order to improve your thinking. And it is a time-proven way. It's going to soak into your subconscious mind. And it is what I call a magical sentence that will literally improve your health, wealth, and success. So I've never had this sentence before. I channeled it, if you will. I got it from divine intelligence. I asked, what's the perfect sentence for every one of us right now? And so one of the things for the magic to happen is you need to write it down 21 times every day. So here are my 21 times. I'm going to give you the actual magical sentence here in a second. But here are my 21 times. So I take a pad of paper and I sit down, I breathe deeply, and then I just start writing that sentence. And that sentence that I'd like you to write down, and if you'll write that down just 21 times every day, breathing deeply, and it is, I invite. See, we are the inviters. And so those are the first two words, I invite. But let me share. We are the inviters of whatever we're thinking about into our experience. That's why when you said to yourself maybe, oh, the day just can't get any worse than this, and then it does, you actually have invited it because of the way whatever you're thinking about, you're going to get whether you want it or not. So you can't say, oh, go away, virus, but you can say, hey, come here, health, and that you will then attract health. So I invite better feeling thoughts. And isn't that what we've been talking about? Yeah, that I invite better, I invite better feeling thoughts that now create. And so again, let's pause here. So I invite, we're the inviter. Through our thoughts, we invite everything into our experience. And if we only focus on the yellow thoughts, on the things that we want, that we love, that we desire, about what will be the way that we want it to be, then we'll get the golden eggs. I love these eggs, by the way. And that golden egg had a $100 bill for Sharon. She, of course, loved that. And so I invite, or the inviter, better feeling thoughts, the power of it. It's the most important thing that you can do for your happiness, for your children's happiness. Like, for example, your children, and we have kids on today, which is awesome. And I just love it. Kids, they soak this up, even though they're kind of, they don't appear to be listening necessarily. They're soaking it up and they're knowing, oh yeah, this is the truth. This is the truth, because they're just out having fun and playing. They're not concerned about any of this stuff these adults are, us adults are. Okay, and so why don't we just be like kids? And so that's why come to me as children. That's why it's come to me as children. So I invite better feeling thoughts. It's all about that. That now create. So this idea about now. It's not, gee, tomorrow I'm going to feel better, that tomorrow I'm going to be healthier, tomorrow I'm going to have more success. When I get out of the house, I'll have more wealth. None of that. Right now, literally, I have created just amazing, amazing business opportunities, streams of revenue coming in, service to other people, laughter, smiles, but you have to ask for it. Like, how many of you today ask for, and I would kind of on the sideline write this down, that I want to laugh more today, okay? I want to smile more today. And Teresa is shaking her head yes, and that's because she's heard this before, and she realizes, yeah, when I start asking for that, God delivers it. Okay, the Father does the work. You don't have to do any work on this stuff. Just do what I ask you. So back to the sentence. I invite better feeling thoughts that now create health, wealth, success for me. And your subconscious mind just loves that. In the Bible, Matthew 19, it says, when two of you agree, you shall manifest it on earth. And I didn't know, I thought it meant me and you together. Well, what it meant was my conscious mind, when my conscious mind and my subconscious mind agree, I will manifest it on earth. So when you say, I invite better feeling thoughts, your subconscious mind has no problem with doing that. Okay, yeah, I'll accept better feeling thoughts, no big deal. That now create. And so that now create. So we're not saying like, oh, I'm winning $1 million tomorrow, because what will happen is your subconscious mind will say BS. I'm not going to say what that stands for, but because of the kiddos. Actually, they know those words and everything. They probably use it more than we do, whatever. But so to create health, wealth, and success for me. And your subconscious mind says, oh, that is beautiful. I'm going to deliver to you then, because you've asked for this. And I agree, you really do want that. You want to have better feeling thoughts, and you want to create, because see, your subconscious mind knows you're the creator. You're it. You're the guy, the person that calls it forth. You're the inviter. You have a magical wand, and that magical wand is with your thoughts. And so again, I invite better feeling thoughts that now create health, wealth, and success for me. And it's a magical sentence. You just start writing that down, and you will see that that will tap in. And people have literally, paid lots of money to me in order to have these secrets. I'm giving everything away because I want to help the world to be able to realize that, hey, we can make it good. And guess what? When you're connected, because see, you get connected with God when you have good feeling thoughts, you're connecting with God. You're actually getting God thoughts. And when you're connected with God, then you are more powerful than millions of people that aren't. So it doesn't matter what's going on. But what is happening is we keep on looking at what is. And if you continue to look at what's happening, what is, all it is accumulated thought on what's happening. And you can stand right now in this moment and just, for example, say that to yourself, and you can just leave all this drama about, oh, the world is, everybody's dying and, whatever. Everything is fine and getting better. In fact, all of this change in the world, you'll see, all of this change in the world will create a better future for all of us. And so when you believe that, you'll be on that magical path. You'll be on the magical carpet ride, if you will, and be able to really experience just the beauty of this life and the blessings that there are every moment. Okay, so step one is good feeling thoughts. Now, I'm going to give you a bonus today. And so people have attended my seminars, paid hundreds of dollars for all of this stuff. And again, you're going to get it for free. I'm going to give you and it's called Happy for No Reason. And I'm going to send you that seminar. So you just need to contact me and say, hey, I want my stuff, okay? And I will send you the seminar on how you can be happy for no reason. So you don't have to be looking at whatever's going on, happy for no reason. Plus, I'm going to include this happy for no reason paraliminal. And people have used this, and just it literally what it is, it's a MP3 that you'll listen to that'll soak into your subconscious mind, and it'll help you become happy for no reason. When you can become happy for no reason, like for example, this morning, and I think it's helpful to let you know how I wake up. So when I wake up in the morning, I say to myself, oh, I am so excited. I am alive and well, and this is going to be the best day ever for me, that then I ask to quiet my mind, and then I start breathing. And so step 2 is breathing, and we're going to do 1 minute of that breathing right now. I'm going to literally take you through how I get connected with my source, with my creator, with God, with my higher self, with the universe, whatever word you want to use, that when you get connected, that's where you're more powerful than millions. That's where you become happy for no reason. So again, I wake up and I just go, I'm so excited for this day. And then I want you right now to say to yourself, I quiet my mind now. So quiet my mind, and then say to yourself, I relax. And now breathe in 5 seconds, and then close your eyes and breathe out. And we're going to do this for a minute. Breathe in, breathe out. And when you breathe in, all the way down to your toes, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just relax. Breathe in and breathe out. And quiet your mind. Breathe in and breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one. Breathe in and breathe out. And now just relax. And again, I'm going to take you through now what I share with me and my higher self, and I connect. I now ask that I feel as God feels. I ask that I think as God thinks. And I ask to sense as God senses. I want to see the beauty in the world. I want to hear the beauty in the world. I want to taste it and smell it and touch it in every cell of my body. I ask now that I be in a state of allowing and receiving all that I have asked for, all my desires. And I ask now for better feeling thoughts. I ask to allow those godly thoughts to flow into my mind and to create a day filled with blessings, with happiness, with joy. I ask to smile more. I ask to laugh more. I ask to connect in more meaningful and deeper and loving and kinder ways with myself and with everyone else. I ask that I have magical experiences happen to me today. Big, happy surprises happen to me today. I now send health and wealth and success to my family. I send health and wealth and success to all those friends and loved ones that I know. And I send health, wealth, and success to the world. Today is going to be a spectacular day. I feel better than ever. I'm healthier, I'm wealthier, I'm more successful. That I inspire others, I lift up others. That together we thrive, because I know as I thrive that the world thrives with me. I give thanks for all of the blessings. I appreciate me. I appreciate this divine relationship that I have with my Creator. And I so appreciate all the beautiful souls in the world. And I ask now to fly with my angels, to raise my vibration up to all of my desires. And for all of this coming true now into my experience in every way today, I give thanks. And it is now done. Amen. Hello. How's everybody feeling? Yeah. Woo. So, good feeling thoughts. You just got a heavy dose of them, my dear friends. And that's going to take you, it has risen your vibration, where your point of attraction has now risen to the place where more of the things that you have asked for is going to come to you. You will see cooperative components coming where you're going to feel better, you're going to have better health, you're going to feel just on top of the world, you're going to have more wealth, you're going to have more success. And it's beautiful. And so step one is good feeling thoughts. Step two is that deep breathing. And whenever you can, do that deep breathing. I know Valerie's on the phone right now, and that she brought up last time that before she talks to anybody, that she makes sure she's talking to, does her breathing first, because that connects her. And when you are connected with your creator, that everything becomes a blessing. Everything becomes magical. And then you'll be able to live, as I always do, in what some people refer to as Dr. Hank's La La Land. And it's a fun place to be. So good feeling thoughts, breathe deeply. And then the third one, drink lots of water, about 80 ounces of water every day. And because you need to cleanse your cells, because you have millions of cells that are passing away and millions that are being reborn. And as you are doing that deep breathing, it's the fastest way to connect with God. It is also a way to put your cells in a state to be able to receive the well-being that is flowing to all of us now. So with that, I'm going to turn off that one. And so let's open it up to questions and comments, thoughts. How can I help you? And you're all muted, but you can unmute yourself. And so what's going on, everybody?
Hi, Dr. Hank.
Hi, Teresa. What's up?
How are you, love?
Oh, I'm just living the dream.
Following you side by side.
All right, beautiful. What's
So
good?
I um, have a couple of things to share, but one little short story. Um, I had a listing appointment last night,
Yeah.
and um, the clients are, well, let's just put it this way: they should be on this call right now. It's funny how successful I've been following your mindset teachings,
Yeah.
and needed it way more than I ever could have imagined since last November. So I'm definitely a student. Um,
Yeah.
and so it's interesting when, you start having the right mindset and you go out into the world and you're working with and trying to help other people
Mhm.
that don't have it, and then you attempt to share it and
Yeah.
they resist.
Yeah. And let me help you with that first. That we didn't come here to fix the world. The world isn't broken. If we look out the window right now, I'm on the 15th floor and looking at just this marvelous, beautiful sky and green trees, and saw the sunrise today. And so the world is just fine. We're also not here to fix anybody. that so it's not our job, if you will, to enlighten, to whatever. So my counsel to you is, because I know we all have a desire to uplift others, and we just wish they would know this and be happy like we are. And so it's very tempting to want to just kind of throw up all over them. Okay, and that's how most people think it is. It's throw up over you, because they're like, hey, come on, what's this breathing stuff? And I know how to breathe. I got my fanny slap when I got born, and I've been off breathing ever since. And but the fact is that there is a method to breathing, and it is that 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out to really get connected. And just that alone will change your lives. And if you would do it, at least I recommend doing that at least 21 times. And so in and out 21 times, and you'll get connected, and you'll just all of a sudden start getting different beautiful thoughts, etc. So it's really not like with me, my teaching, that it's not so much what I'm saying, it's more what I'm living in my vibration. Because I could be telling you, hey, come on now, let's have everybody breathe, and boy, the world sure is bad out there, and I sure hope I don't get this, and blah, blah, blah. That, so because you feel my vibration like I feel all of your vibration, and so it's your vibration that is actually uplifting them, so you don't have to say anything to them. So at the same time, like, a great technique is to meet people where they are. So if they say, oh my God, I sure hope I don't get any germs, and you say, hey, I understand that, and the good news is that, what I do, and then maybe just share what you do, that what I do is I just feel, think good feeling thoughts, and I think about my health versus things that could threaten my health. And they might say, hey, that makes sense. Why don't I start thinking about thoughts about my health versus thoughts that would harm me? Because remember, if I'm thinking about, I don't want germs, germs are coming to you because you're thinking about germs, and you're going to get them, and they're going to create illness for you. And so, like with me, I mean, I'm just loving this. I meet the age limit to get into stores early and stuff. It's like, this is great, man. I just love getting a free pass. I get a free pass in all the stores early, and it's like, I really, and my preference would be, much rather have my children and my grandchildren go in the store first, than me. But, and the reason behind that is, people have respiratory, they're already sick, and that's why, and I get it, and I understand it. But again, for all of us it's just stay with you. Is that your job, to help other people? At the same time, we all want to uplift others, and the way to uplift it is by example.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah, you bet.
One other thing, I've been making the calls that you suggested to reach out and let people know that I care about them, which is true.
Yeah.
And I reached out to one of our first responders' wives, one of our first responder clients' wives, and she's one of the VPs at SMU.
Oh.
And so she's working from home. And I asked her what the changes looked like for her and how she was doing working from home. And we got on the conversation about that they'd gotten a new puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was feeling a little isolated. She shared her feelings, but she's very matter of fact. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm going to be in Forney next week. Can I come by and visit with you and see your new puppy? And she was so excited. And I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's like, we're doing all of these Zoom calls, and I think that there's people out there that feel the same way that we do, have the same mindset, that would welcome having a visitor.
Right.
So I just wanted to encourage everybody to, when you're talking to folks, to see if you're comfortable with it and they're comfortable with it, and there's no threat, is to start doing house calls. I'm going to call them house calls. Moral house calls.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, so I love that idea. And again, as long as people are comfortable with that, because I mean, it's just the government saying, hey, when we're going to come back or not, and how we're going to come back. And so that's beautiful. That, but one thing that I'm doing is the Zoom thing, and like you shared, for all of us to connect with people and just share with them that they care. And by the way, a puppy is just pure source energy. And so, like, all of us should get a puppy and just be able to get all that unconditional love. And they can teach us to show unconditional love, because I unconditionally love all of you. And it's so beautiful when you have that perspective, because then all of you are angels. I literally see your halos above you there. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Um, let's see, Angelica, what's going on with you?
Okay, sorry, I had to unmute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hi.
we're really, really busy. Can't complain. I definitely have my mindset in the right direction. So thank you, Dr. Hank, for that. Yes,
Yeah,
we do have Rebecca. I say we. It's Rebecca Castro, who's
yeah,
also a EXP
yeah.
realtor. We've got a three-legged transaction, which I was representing the seller, and she knew a buyer that was interested, so she didn't have an agent. So we came in, and now she has to sell her property. So it's a buy, sell, and list. Another listing. So
That is
we
just
also have an interested buyer for that second listing. So I don't know. It's looking really good. So,
fantastic, fantastic. And how's your family? How are you? Are you connecting? Like, do you have something just on where you connected more with your family because of all this?
yes, my parents are up in age, so we make sure we take them dinner or make
No.
sure they have what they need. And my
Yeah,
mom says she loves it because she doesn't have to cook as much because everybody's bringing their food.
that's
So
great. Yeah.
it's going good. Thank God everybody's healthy. No one is doing. Everybody's doing well. But
Yeah, beautiful. Well,
and
that's great. And,
positive
and
thinking,
that's just an
positive thoughts.
example, like for example, Teresa had three closings, and again, this isn't a real estate podcast. This is for everybody, but a lot of us are in real estate. But the point is that we're all doing lots of business. I mean,
Yeah.
Teresa has three closings this week, and so there's lots of business, lots of service to be in that Danny, I see you're there, and how are you doing, Danny? Can you, Danny Robinson, can you unmute yourself?
Okay, well, Dr. Hank, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I feel much better.
Right.
I discussed with you yesterday about with my granddaughter and everything, and that seems to be doing very well today.
That's
Uh,
fantastic.
and as far as real estate is concerned, I did receive a call yesterday, since I'm listed in ranches now, that I need to go and list a lot down in Groesbeck, Texas, which is near my hometown. And
Awesome.
I'm waiting till we get off, and I'm going to look at that information, and I'll call the tax office about that. It's a little over an acre, but it's in the city,
Yeah,
and and
that's
a, and,
fantastic.
a, and I've been working really hard on KV Core because KV Core is a lot to learn, but people are calling me now. A lot of my phone's ringing a lot because
Wow.
we're always sending messages, and I feel like that it's going to be a breakthrough if we don't slow down and just stay focused. I'm trying my best to stay focused on
Yes,
one style that we're working on, and it feels
beautiful.
really good.
Yeah, so just kind of ease in there, and then I won't go into specifics on your situation, but Danny had a situation that most people would just think was horrible and horrific, and he kept a positive attitude towards his daughter and towards his granddaughter. And he has a marvelous opportunity now to be able to be with his granddaughter more than he's ever been before. And it's all because of Danny's positive attitude. So I just bless you, man. I'm so happy for you. And you know, literally took lemons and made lemonade in it to where this is going to bless you. And that's the blessings, folks, is that they're, you know, once you open up and just start allowing and receiving your good and well-being here, that you'll see it'll just move like dominoes. You'll just get one after the next blessing. And so, Danny, you've just done a marvelous job on opening up, receiving, and knowing and trusting that God was going to bring you better things. And now you basically got the prize, baby.
That's right. I'll tell you, what a blessing. It feels like a blessing. I feel blessed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
you're a blessing. That's great.
Thank you, sir. You truly are.
Any other thoughts, comments, questions? Do you have any questions? Is anybody being challenged right now? Mike, what's going on with you?
Hey, Dr. Hank.
Hey.
Not a whole lot going on. Well, I say not a whole lot going on. I've got a bunch of stuff in the works, just kind of in the hopper, but
Yeah.
nothing. I haven't broken the hump as far as getting anything on paper yet.
Yeah.
I've got several people that are ready to go, and you know, once all of this comes to a pseudo back to normal status, that are looking to buy. So I'm really trying to take the time to focus on building an online presence and try to organize all that stuff and get into a better routine.
Yeah.
And, just trying to stay positive and happy. And you're helping with that, so thank you very much.
Awesome. Yeah. And so, Mike, you bring up a great point. Now we have plenty of time, you know, no more of this busy stuff that excuse it, I don't know, like campus, I don't have time. And so we all have plenty of time. And so I want each one of you to think about, what am I going to do with this extra time that I have? And one of the things that I want you to do is make sure that you write down your 21 sentences, because literally that's just going to open up your life. And again, I would recommend the happy for no reason to be able to, get into that. That's called a Paraliminal. And I bought the rights to these, that they're just amazing ways. It's kind of like a meditation, left mind, right mind, and goes into your subconscious, and it'll make you happy for no reason. And when you can get to that point, it's just a great blessing. So that's good. Any other thoughts, questions, comments? Brian?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going well. So Brian has had a lot of contrast over and above the other contrasts, and he has just really been able to get into, just wonderful meditations, to feel good, breathing, that has been so helpful and given him ease. And then just this whole idea about trusting the future, and for all of us to trust that our future is going to be better than it currently is, and to have faith that that is the case. And so any other thoughts you'd like to share with us, Ryan?
Well, I have peace right now. That's for sure. I think it's always fun and easy to feel that peace in the midst of a quote unquote storm. And I think the storm is really ultimately only in my mind. I am the creator, and I have to remember that.
Yeah.
I create everything in my life, and something that not always it comes to my mind right now is that, life happens for me, and what's the reasoning for how life is unfolding for me, and there's ultimately things in play that I've been asking for, and then now that it's been laid out for me, I'm kind of like, whoa, that happened really fast. I didn't really know, and it hasn't exactly, from my perspective right now, Um, we'll see how it all unfolds, but I think the key for me with this time is to take the time to breathe, take the time to meditate, take the time to calm myself, because I think that's the key. Because in the past couple of days, I kind of got a little anxious, so some different negative feelings coming up, and I can feel myself with shallow breathing. I can just ultimately like start feeling my body tense up. I see myself not breathing, and I just start doing the 5-second breathing.
Yeah.
And it just starts calming me and having peace. And then I've heard people are getting they're getting freaking checks in the mail, not in the mail, but they're getting. I don't know. People have been getting. They need to check their accounts, but if they have an automatic thing with the IRS, I had
Awesome. Oh, I think it's safe.
into their accounts today.
Oh, cool. Well, check your
I had
account.
friends that got it in their account when they were up this morning. I haven't gotten it, but I'm going to be logging on and seeing why. I want it.
Well, great. Yeah, yeah. And so again, most of us are real estate agents. It's open to everybody, but real estate agents can actually get unemployment, and because again, that there's lots of business out there, but because of whatever, that if business has slowed, it's an opportunity, and the government has it for you. And so jump on board. I just helped an agent this morning, in fact, with that, and she just joined us under our umbrella, and she needed help, and we gave it to her, and how to be able to do that. So that's fabulous. Yeah, and so I love what Ryan shared on this idea about having a peace. And so maybe that's something that you may want to be asking for. Again, you ask and you shall receive. We need to be asking for. What have you been asking for? In other words, what have you been thinking about? And let's all just start focusing more about, I'm going to think about my bright future, about what will be, about the things I like, about the things that I right now have and that I can appreciate. And for those of you that haven't meditated, and some say, oh, it's really not for me. Believe me, meditation is for all of us. It is a way to quiet our minds, to connect us with our creator, our higher self. And so I have meditation. So just, contact me and say, hey, I'd like one of your meditations, and I'll bring you a guided meditation that will really start bringing you that peace that Ryan had shared. And, another thing that, like Ryan had said, that, yeah, and he was really, frustrated, mad, whatever, that actually is a signal saying, hey, this is really going to help me to identify, because right now I've identified really clearly what I don't want. And so now, and simply ask, what do I want? And when you ask, what do I want, you'll start getting those thoughts and clarity about what you want in your life, not what you don't want. So again, if you've been fearful, it's simply telling you about, these are the things I don't want. And we each have the power to call forth what we do want. So
One more thing I was just going to mention. One of the meditations I did, because you brought that up several times, is I did the Paraliminal meditation on law of attraction that Sheely and Jack Canfield are the one leading and guiding. So every time I do those, I feel better. I feel better not only immediately after, but it's like something that just keeps going on. I mean, it's an infinite source of peace.
Yes. And there is the infinite source of everything within us, to include peace and joy, and it's just never ending, and prosperity as well. So not only happy for no reason, but also we have money mindset, we have the law of attraction, living the law of attraction, and some other ones. But again, any of those that you want, they normally, I think you can get them anywhere for under $29, and I'm giving them away. So if any of those kind of, hit you as, hey, that's something that I want, to be able to do that. So with that, how about a little singing? How about a little singing? And here we go. We like to laugh and have more fun.
We like to laugh and have more fun.
We are the chosen ones.
We
are the chosen ones.
Health, wealth, success is my new game.
Health,
Health,
wealth,
wealth,
success is my new name.
Happy is my middle name.
Happy is my middle name.
I accept prosperity.
I
accept prosperity.
Abundance finds me easily.
Abundance finds me easily.
This is how I now live.
This
This is how I now live.
By only speaking and thinking positive.
I
Only thinking and speaking positive.
Sound off.
Sound off.
Health, wealth, success.
Health, wealth,
Wealth,
success.
success.
Sound off.
Sound
Sound off.
Health, wealth, success.
Health, wealth,
Wealth,
success.
success.
Woohoo! La, da, 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 da. Fantastic. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'll stay on. So if you guys want to, say some other stuff or